Pew.
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet, planet Earth, in parts some might call unknown. It is time for Season 5, Episode 17 of the House Divided podcast. 'Twas the podcast before Christmas, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed it is.
Indeed it is. I got to go retweet the podcast tweet.
We're just a little podcast on Christmas Eve. Basically all there is to say. So that's the show, everybody. See ya.
Yeah, see ya. Merry Christmas. Bye. We got some stuff we gotta get into today before we get into picks and picks.
Picks and picks.
So with that being said, Jordan, Do you want to hop into your stupid people say stupid things, or you want me to take mine first? I only have a couple.
I don't know how many I have. There's stuff in my stupid people say stupid things album. That's literally a photo album I do have on my phone that are not stupid people saying stupid things. So we'll just kind of scroll through these here. That's not one. That's not one. This is one. So, and this one, you're probably aware of the tweet from what of what this is. Joe Burrow got murdered by Bradley Chubb.
Yes, yes, he did.
In the Bengals and Broncos game. Was not called for a late hit. Bradley Chubb just comes kamikaze and out of nowhere for literally no reason, and just takes a shot at Joe Burrow. But then we have Just Glow 318 on Twitter.
Oh boy.
This generation is so damn sensitive. Yes, he could have been seriously injured, but he wasn't. Should they have called it and fucked him up? Yes, they should have. But to me, this video is funny as fuck. Because when I think of things that are funny, I think of very dangerous late hits to the head. What, like, literally what's funny about that? I don't know. This guy's literally trying to say his generation's so damn soft with Bradley Chubb doing something that's clearly been illegal
for a long time.
Quite some time now. Unbelievable.
That's my quarterback?
Yeah, pretty much. It was announced this week. Seemingly a lot of people on the Detroit Football Lions are out for the season, but linebacker Alex Anzalone was re-injured in the game against the Cardinals, I guess, and I don't know. I don't remember the actual injury, but I digress. Alex Anzalone has very long hair.
Yes, he does.
Beautiful blonde lettuce. It's phenomenal. Better than he is at football, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay. Yep.
Continue. In comes Jennifer from Facebook. Somebody needs a haircut. And as a fellow long-haired man, me and Alex Anzalone do have that in common. I don't remember what I said to Jennifer, but it was basically politely not politely fuck off. That's basically how it was.
I also have long hair. I like my longer hair.
Yes.
I missed this one. A ref threw a flag this weekend because a player puked.
Really?
I missed that, and I don't know how I feel about that. What is that ref doing? Like, that's your first reaction is throw the flag?
Huh?
I missed
Goodness
that.
gracious. And my final stupid person saying a
Ash
stupid
put that
thing.
in Twitch chat, and I missed that this weekend. Continue though.
Okay, so you're gonna have to keep me updated on Twitch chat because I can't see it because this makeshift setup that I have.
You're not home. You're down at your grandma's. I forgot about that.
Yep, family. Christmas time came earlier than expected, so here I am. So I'm doing what we can here. Finally, we have. I believe this is at least his second appearance this time, or this season rather, in this segment. and that is Jeff Rieger, who, of course, jinxed Michigan during the Michigan and Michigan State game when Michigan was up 16 or 17. 16. And yeah, and said something along the lines of, "We've officially reached blowout territory. This game is over. Play the fight song." Basically paraphrasing there, but that's basically what he said. He comes back. So Rieger all season long has been hating Matthew Stafford. Anytime Matthew Stafford does anything well, he is very quiet, usually. But anytime Stafford does anything bad, he is instant right there on top to jump all over it, because Rieger has put himself in this situation where if anything else but a Rams Super Bowl win happens, he's proven, he thinks he'll be proven right here. He's just been telling people all year, "Oh, that ain't happening. Matthew Stafford's no good." Things like that. Yeah. So basically anything but a Super Bowl win, and we will not hear the end of it from Mr. Jeffrey Rieger. But he comes in from the, what was this? Was this a Tuesday night game or is this Monday night? I don't remember.
Tuesday.
Rams
and whoever the fuck they played.
Seahawks, I believe.
Tuesday night.
Yeah. Jeff Rieger says, "Where would Matthew Stafford be without Calvin Johnson and Cooper Kupp?" You could also argue, where would Calvin Johnson and Cooper Kupp be without Matthew Stafford? I mean, you think about it, like, Cooper Kupp was good before this season. He wasn't doing anything special like he is this year. Now he's got Stafford there. Things have taken off. And then Calvin, I know it's a small sample size that he has without Stafford, his first season. But I mean, he wasn't the guy that we saw the rest of his career before Stafford got there. I don't know. It's just Rieger's relentless hatred of Matthew Stafford for no reason whatsoever. But I digress. That's all I got. Have at it.
To continue updating on the player who was flagged for vomiting on the field.
Unbelievable.
A Kent State lineman. So this happened a couple days on, I believe, Tuesday. The offensive lineman Bill Cuddick threw up on the field and was thrown. The flag was thrown for a false start.
Wait, what? So he false started because he was vomiting?
Yes. Or that's just what the flag that the ref threw.
Man, these refs.
Ouch.
Like, literally, that's what you think to do. Not, "Hey, bro, you okay?" God. That's terrible.
Okay, my first stupid person comes from Twitter.
As they so often do.
I spend a lot of time in the world of Twitter, sometimes to my own pain. This individual, Coach Brandon Wilcox.
Who the hell is that?
He is a high school football coach.
Alrighty.
Who graduated from the University of North Alabama, also. He's a high school football coach in the state of Alabama.
Okay.
Tweeted a video of Byron Leftwich playing with his half-broken leg for Marshall back in whatever year this was.
Long-ass time ago.
Yes, I can't remember what year this was, and some irrelevant-ass bowl game. And his caption with this video was, "At a time where guys are quote-unquote opting out, I would like to remind them of what the game should be about. Hashtag bigger than you." And this whole video of Byron Leftwich had to leave that game for a while, go to the hospital, get x-rays because the bowl game, the meaningless bowl game that they were playing in, didn't have enough funding for an on-site x-ray machine.
Literally, is this like the famous Idaho Potato Bowl?
Probably. I want to go see if
you know, it's probably the Little Caesars Bowl.
I want to go see if I can figure out what year this was.
R.I.P. to the Little Caesars Bowl, man. I miss that.
Let's see.
I miss that bowl game.
The Motor City Bowl in 2000.
So damn close.
The Motor City Bowl in 2000. When he...
In 2000? Where was that played?
Must
have been Pontiac.
Yes, the Silverdome.
Yeah. The hell? Huh. Interesting. That was I wasn't far off when I said Little Caesars Pizza Bowl.
64-61 overtime win against East Carolina.
Oh man, that's elite action right there. Jesus. Like
after breaking his shit, he broke his left tibia.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Heard that hurts a little bit.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. That video, I lied. That video wasn't even from a bowl game. That was a game against Akron at Marshall, lost. That's my bad. In the following year, in 2001. You want to make the argument for players not opting out bowl games, and that's what you show?
That's literally why players are opting out of bowl games.
That's why players who are going to be first-round draft picks don't want to play in the Little Caesars Bowl or the Rocket Mortgage Bowl is what it is now.
Yep.
Like, of all things, that's what you choose to show.
Of course it's the Rocket Mortgage Bowl. MSU should be in that.
Oh, God. Please don't get me. And my second one is a very long, drawn-out one from the world of Facebook.
Oh, no.
This past weekend, the Pnc Championship happened.
Yes, it did.
In the world of golf.
Believe it was your one for the road.
It was. Pnc Championship was a parent-child golf tournament. Professional golfer plays with their kid. John Daly played with his son. Tiger Woods played with his son. LPGA.
I saw a picture of John Daly from that event, man.
I love me some John Daly.
Oh, what a guy. What a guy.
World number 2 on the women's side on the LPGA tour. Nelly Cordia played with her dad, I believe it was. Question mark, but that's not the point. Lee Trevino, who is 83 years old. I'm sorry, 83 years old.
Alrighty.
Who is extremely good, who is still extremely good at the game of golf and probably better than I will ever be in my life. Chipped in for Birdie or Eagle when he was playing with his son on Saturday. Lee Trevino has played in this tournament, the PNC Champions Tournament, since 96. And in comes Robert. Last name will be left alone.
Oh, boy. Oh, Bob. Oh, Bob. I don't like where this is going, Bob.
Maybe Trevino should spend less time messing around on this and concentrate on the tour. Chris comes in and tells Robert he's 83 years old.
When's the last time he was on tour?
He played a tour event played the British Open in 2004, I believe it was. Was the last his last professional golf event. Robert replies to Chris, yeah, too rich in their 40s, CBA anymore. To be fair, what did he ever do in the sport in the first place? Journeyman golfer. So,
What?
I'm going to tell you guys, before this continues on, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Lee Trevino did. Also, Lee Trevino is in the Golf Hall of Fame, by the way. Across all tours, Lee Trevino has 92 wins.
That's a few.
He has wins in the 1974 and 1984 PGA Championship. He has wins in the 1968 and 1971 U.S. Open. Wins in the 1971 and 1972. In other words, back-to-back British Open wins.
That's pretty good.
Also, fun fact about Lee Trevino, he did serve in the United States military.
Alrighty.
He is third all time in the PGA Tour Champions, the senior tour, in other words. I'm not going to keep going on because, well, that's pointless. He's won a lot of things.
Yeah. Can I add in a late mention here?
Yeah.
Good God. So Brandon Brown, the NASCAR driver who
Oh God.
is the starter of the whole Let's Go Brandon thing.
Yep.
He came out earlier in the week and said, he says, I want nothing to do with politics. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm just here to race my car. And so
fair enough.
Somebody on Twitter said it's really sad to see Brandon Brown struggle for sponsors because of the Let's Go Brandon chant. And it is. Like that really sucks because companies don't want to be associated with that. And it's not even his fault. And like a lot of fans like, yeah, feel bad for like he didn't ask for this and it's affecting him in a negative way. In comes Prolis Speed, I don't know, who literally just says, I don't feel sorry for him at all. Why?
That's okay. I got nothing on that. That's just being
somebody's just like, he legit didn't do anything. Like,
yeah.
This is not his fault. If you want to blame anybody, blame that stupid reporter.
Continuing on with the story of Robert, though.
Yes, please.
After Robert said that Lee Trevino's a journeyman golfer, Chris came back and said, "There's a reason no one the age of 84 is playing on the tour." Robert comes back with, "You either have the right attitude or you don't. They make too much money too soon in life."
Like I don't even know what point he's trying to make.
I don't either at this point. He then comes, age is just a number. Bernard Langer still competes. Age is a poor excuse. Here is where I decided to insert myself into this conversation. Because, well, Bernard Langer is 18 years younger.
Yeah.
And I even told my eye itches. I told Robert this, that Bernard Langer is 18 years younger, and that Jack Nicklaus, who is a year younger than Lee Trevino, hasn't played a professional round since 2005. Robert Bragg comes back with, he should have the money to pay for a therapist and a masseuse to get his body right.
Oh man.
And then I was like, yeah, but at this point, it's about quality of life. He has 92 professional wins and 6 major wins, and he has zero reason to try and play against players 20 years younger than him. Trevino doesn't have to prove himself to idiots on Facebook.
No, he indeed does not.
And Robert comes back with, he's not a Hall of Famer. Those are rookie numbers.
Oh, God. I don't know. This guy's so stupid on so many levels.
Yeah. And I am going to wrap mine up, my stupid people say stupid things up, simply with everybody on social media that was upset with golf social media for showing highlights of Tiger Woods and Charlie Woods. Tiger Woods.
Why is that a bad thing?
Tiger Woods draws the most eyes in the game of golf. And, well, the sport right now would not be where it is in terms of how the professional level of the sport would not be where it is right now without Tiger Woods in terms of sponsors and how much money it's drawing in.
For sure.
So, yeah. Those guys all make stupid people say stupid things also. That's too many to count. Let's move on to the news.
Oh, boy.
Jordan, you want to lead us off?
Not really. This is a lot.
Yeah, it is. We're just going to fly through this as quick as possible.
Yeah, and we don't have much for news this week. We've got a real light news week here, but
we have a light show.
Breaking just a couple hours after, in fact, the initial story that sparked all of this last Wednesday, all that was, I think that broke in the picks.
Yes.
I think I mentioned it in the picks. And then a couple hours after, Urban Meyer fired as the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, just 13 games into a five-year contract worth about 10 to 12 million reportedly. They don't know the exact number, but it was a lot of goddamn money. That the Jaguars do not intend to pay him. We'll see how that goes.
Good luck with that.
This story is not going away anytime soon. Obviously, Urban's gonna say that they should pay him. Obviously, the Jags are gonna say that they shouldn't. So
there is one thing on this entire scenario, out of this entire Urban Meyer scenario, that I believe could cause him to not get paid, and it's for what happened in Ohio. We'll talk about the Josh Lambo stuff here in a couple of minutes once we get to the very end. Because I've seen a lot of different reports. I've even seen some rumors within Jacksonville media that the Jaguars investigated the Josh Lambo stuff and found out that is not how Lambo told it.
I remember. So I think there could be some problems with the story, and Urban Meyer's lawyers have disputed parts of the story, but not the actual act of kicking a player. Oddly enough, like the argument that they're trying to make is that it's inaccurate because of how hard he allegedly kicked Lambo. According to his lawyers, it was more of a playful little like nudge with a foot.
And this is the most damning thing about that. The supposed Jaguars investigation that happened, supposedly. The supposed internal investigation.
Because Lambo did report it, because I know when we first heard about this, it was like, why are you waiting until now to say something? Like, why is this only just coming out now instead of back when you were actually cut?
Yeah.
But it is that has been said that he did say something to them, and I haven't seen anything about an investigation or anything like that. But
I saw something on Thursday morning about it, and apparently there were witnesses to the incident that the Jaguars' internal investigation found that the witnesses said that's not how it went down. And all I'm going to say about that is, in the organization, Josh Lambo must have had some enemies. If your teammates and your other coaches aren't backing you up in something like this, But let's talk about some of the other stuff that happened before we get to that.
Goodness gracious, this is a fucking list. 336 days Urban Meyer was head coach of the Jaguars.
Yes. And
these are, I feel like I've missed some of the controversies, but this is enough. Obviously the first one happened literally like not even a month, like pretty much right away, was hiring Chris Doyle as the director of sports performance, who had been, I would assume, dismissed, fired, or resigned, or whatever the case may be, from the University of Iowa in 2018, so 2 years prior, due to accusations of mistreatment of black players. He would later resign from his role with the Jags. That was a well-known about thing prior to, like, it's not like that came out after Doyle was hired. Like, that was a known about thing. So what he was even doing on that Jaguar staff in the first place, I have no idea.
That's so in 2020, Iowa and Doyle reached a separation agreement for $1.1 million.
Just paying him to go away,
basically. Another thing that Doyle, and I don't, what was he was the director of sports performance, which that right there is sketchy, because
what even is that?
It's most likely a fancy term for strength coach, Probably. An extra strength coach. Doyle was the Iowa strength coach in 2011 when 13 players developed, and I'm gonna butcher this.
Goodness.
Rim analysis, which sounds
like a real thing.
Is a condition which the skeletal muscle breaks down rapidly. It is not good. It happened after a few workouts, after a particular workout. Symptoms of rhabdomyolysis include muscle pain, weakness, vomiting, confusion, irregular heartbeat, tea-colored urine, and possible kidney damage that could lead to kidney failure.
That's some bad stuff.
It's not great stuff.
No. But moving on from Chris Doyle, because fuck that guy. And he signed Tim Tebow to play tight end for whatever reason.
So this move, I'm probably
had to be just for a locker room guy, but he wasn't there very long.
He was a locker room guy, and I just don't think it was something that just didn't work out.
I mean, you got plenty other tight ends out there. We're signing fucking Tim Tebow.
I think this was just he was a locker room guy, and things just didn't work out.
So this next one needs a little bit of explaining. So he admitted to the media that the Jags wished to draft Kadarius Toney with a pick that they used on Travis Etienne. You can believe that. You can, if that's how you were thinking in the organization, that is totally fine. Don't say it.
I do want to know the context in which Urban Meyer said this.
I would have to go back and
no, I will go out and say, because this is a common thing in which definitely within the organization, and Kadarius Toney got drafted at the tail end of the first round.
Yeah.
Travis Etienne was the first pick in the second round. I have a bigger issue with and maybe it plays out differently if Travis Etienne doesn't tear his ACL or MCL in the preseason.
Maybe.
But why, when you have a team of wide receivers who aren't good in the first place, why draft Travis Etienne when you have James Robinson?
That's
other
another
than you want to
thing,
try and get somebody Trevor Lawrence is comfortable with.
I guess. Probably.
I think that is the more damning thing, that you draft Etienne like this
when you don't need him.
I don't like Urban going out and saying this. I would love to know the context. This to me does sound like a question that the media straight up, did you get, where the question would have been, well, did you get who you wanted? And Urban being Urban didn't lie. He didn't just say yes. He said exactly what he was thinking and wasn't smart. You do not say this. I will go out and say that.
Let's see here. Meyer acknowledged on Saturday that it stung to watch the Giants trade back to pick number 20 overall and then take Florida wide receiver Kadarius Toney, who the Jaguars were targeting at number 5.
Okay.
Then the rest of this is Dave Gettleman. It's not all. Yeah, right. Oh, Dave Gettleman. But yeah, no, I don't like saying it. Like I said, you can think that all you want. Like every organization in the NFL probably thinks that way about a certain player every single year. But
I can sit and tell you, I do genuinely believe that Zach Taylor probably would have rather drafted Chase Young over Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow, you kind of had to pick him, and it's worked out.
I still can't believe Chase Young didn't go number 1 overall in that.
I can't either. I think it's just where the Bengals were. You needed to pick a quarter. You needed to pick Joe Burrow.
Yeah, you really did, and it's working. Somewhat
it is working. Now. I still wish he would have taken Chase Young, but it's working out right now. Let's keep rolling on. There was an open competition between Trevor Lawrence and Gardner Minshew in training camp, even though it was clear Lawrence would be the starter.
Makes no sense to me.
So we're gonna just get right here to this. According to Shad Khan, the apparent reason that Urban Meyer was fired was some of what he said was in interest to Trevor Lawrence's future. If you have Trevor Lawrence's future in mind, you wouldn't want Trevor Lawrence starting this year. There's only 10
Not necessarily.
There's only 10 quarterbacks in the league that are getting sacked more than Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, the Jags O-line's bad.
Like, you don't necessarily want you don't want Trevor Lawrence taking more hits and ending up like Joe Burrow and tearing both his ACL and MCL.
Yeah, no, they would preferably not want that, I would imagine.
So I don't necessarily hate this. Like, I think what it should have been, because I mean, you saw the same thing in fucking Chicago where the world was upset that Andy Dalton was getting first team reps over Justin Fields, even though the Bears knew that they were going to be ass either way. Why get our franchise quarterback dead? But
now they have no choice.
Yeah, now they have no choice.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a thing, and I mean, I feel like it would be less of an issue if it wasn't Gardner Minshew, who the organization was already just so completely uninterested in.
Yeah,
and obviously because they traded him to Philadelphia, so I don't know, weird stuff. Obviously we've covered this before. We don't need to go into too much detail on this one. Didn't fly back with his team after the loss in Cincinnati. The nightclub video. We've been over it. I don't want to do it again.
This is if there is anything on this list that can 110% get Urban Meyer not paid, it's that.
It's that one.
100% that. He publicly criticized his wide receivers, which it needed to happen because those wide receivers are bad. making Marvin Jones, who is well thought of around the league, mad to a point that he left the facility. When Marvin Jones returned, him and Urban Meyer got into a heated argument. This is just normal shit that made the news because the Jags are dysfunctional.
I would say it is. But the only part of it that makes it news to me is the fact that it's Marvin Jones. Like, I don't think like Marvin Jones has had the dysfunction in his career all over the place. I mean, he played for Matt Patricia. But I don't think we ever heard anything like that happening. I'm sure it is more common than, people outside of, these teams realize. But I was just shocked that it was Marvin Jones. That was surprising to me.
Marvin Jones is the best receiver on that roster. Marvin Jones is actually a good receiver.
Yes.
I'm guessing when it's a blanket statement of our wide receivers are just not good, he probably did get pissed off about it.
Probably.
And when you have a dysfunctional team like the Jags, shit's gonna happen.
Let's see. He benched James Robinson after a fumble and then ignored any member of the team when they suggested that they needed Robinson back in the game. And the one that sticks out the most that went to Urban and said something about it was that Trevor Lawrence guy. He was like, "Hey, I need my running back."
I would understand benching James Robinson if they had a different running back.
And they were getting
running back.
They got shut out that game. So, obviously who was in there wasn't any better, and I feel like you should know that pretty early on.
Yeah.
I mean, you should know already. Like, you got your guys. They've been there all year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Makes no sense to me. This one can be disputed as to what was said and what was reported. The report was that he yelled at his assistant coaches, claiming that he's a winner and his assistants are all losers, and had each coach explain when they've ever won and demanded they defend their resumes. Now, the only part that I've saw that Urban denied was calling them losers. And then when asked like how it went, he was just like, "Well, I'm tough on my coaches."
All I'm gonna say about this is they already defended their resumes during the hiring process.
That's what was so curious about it, because it was like, Urban, you probably hired them.
Yeah. I don't really think any of this Jags staff is holdover from before Urban.
I
could be
believe
wrong.
so.
I
would imagine not.
This is my favorite
Jags
one.
This is honestly hilarious, and I can't believe this alone is a fireable offense, in my opinion. Like,
this one is my favorite.
If you don't know who's playing on your team, like, you are not doing a good job.
He told reporters that safety Andre Crisco or Andre Cisco. Wow, I can't read.
Crisco.
That's probably what Urban Meyer heard when he heard the name was Crisco. Was quote unquote playing a little bit more. I believe I don't have his numbers in front of me. Cisco played a grand total of 0 snaps that game.
Like, literally, if it was my decision, I would have fired him right then. Like, if you don't know who's out on the field, and like, even
like,
if
that's
he played
rough.
one,
I love that.
If he played one snap that entire game, that it still looks silly. But the fact that he played 0, goodness gracious,
that's my favorite one.
Now we get into the Josh Lambo stuff. First, that he wouldn't refer to his specialists as by their name. It was kicker, punter, long snapper, or, and this is from Lambo, where did it go? Dipshit or shitbag.
I see nothing wrong with this. Specialists aren't humans. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Pat's gonna be very upset with you.
I see nothing wrong with that. No, this is
No.
bad. This is one of those, if it's true, it's bad.
And then, obviously, the news that broke, the straw that broke the camel's back on Urban Meyer's tenure with the Jacksonville Jaguars, this story coming out, telling the Tampa Bay Times that during a practice, Meyer came up to Lambo while he was in a lunging position and just said, "Hey, dipshit, make your fucking kicks," and then proceeded to kick him. Lambo rated it a 5 out of 10. Do with that information for what it's worth. Do with it what you will. Lambo allegedly responded with, "Don't you ever fucking kick me again." And then this part, if this actually came out of a man's mouth, I give up. Because Urban allegedly replied with, "I'm the head ball coach. I'll kick you whenever the fuck I want." Like, if somebody's literally walking around like, "I'm the head ball coach, I can kick humans," like, what?
So, all I'm gonna say to this: practices are usually filmed, so this would have been caught on film.
I mean, I would assume so. And maybe it is.
God, I kind of hope it is. I would think I do want to see that if it's actually true. Oh boy.
And then we can all individually rate the kick.
Right.
You know, maybe a 5 out of 10 for Lambo is not a 5 out of 10 for everybody.
That's true. Let's move on with the news, because otherwise we'll be here. We could be here all night on this, and I don't want to be.
It's not a good time.
No. The NHL and the NHL Players Association have come to an agreement to not participate in the Winter Olympic Games due to a recent COVID-19 surge. This decision came after 50 NHL games have been postponed through December 23rd. We should also note in this, no hockey games will be played until the 26th. Question mark? Oh, it was 26th of December.
As of right
Christmas.
now, yeah.
As of right now.
Yeah. I don't disagree with this. It definitely sucks. You know, you want the NHL players.
I'm seeing in Twitch chat 27th now.
Oh, they moved it back again.
Okay. Thank you very kindly.
Yeah, no, it's the right call, I think, right now. Especially because, and I think their main reasoning for doing this is because you've already, delayed as many games as you have right now. Like, when do you want them to finish the season? Like, next August?
Yeah, they already they have a month layoff. Teams can begin practice again on the 26th. Games will resume on the 27th. Okay.
Yeah, like you've got the Olympic break that was scheduled in there, and then now this unscheduled break. We'll be playing Stanley Cup hockey in August. That's not what anybody. I mean, I think it sounds kind of cool, actually, now that I think about it. But no, it just can't. It can't happen. So definitely a smart decision, I think.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's keep rolling. Texas A&M has to pull out of the Gator Bowl due to COVID-19 issues within the program. They have found an opponent. It is stupid Rutgers.
Oh no. Not stupid Rutgers.
Yep.
That game's gonna be ugly.
The game's gonna be terrible.
Somebody, I saw somebody say that they wanted it to be Jackson State, who just lost their bowl game.
Who just lost
and got bludgeoned.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh.
Like if anybody put their opponent in there,
Yeah,
but I mean they've already played a bowl game.
Yeah. Ugh.
And then this.
And finally, wrapping up the news, the Ohio Department of Education finds that Bishop Sycamore is a scam. Huh.
No way.
Shocker.
It's almost like that was the whole story and the only reason that we knew that Bishop Sycamore existed.
Unfortunately, this story is not ending.
No. No, it is not.
Ohio's governor, Mike DeWine, is now trying to get the Ohio Attorney General to look into Bishop Sycamore for any legal wrongdoing.
Loser.
What episode of the podcast this season did this break? Like episode 2?
I think so.
It's been going on for so long. Oh man. I mean, at least
the NHL will be playing through the Olympic break now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
I figured. Yeah, I know, because you can't. That's the whole point, is that they can put those games, these, postponed games that we have right now
In
that spot. Yeah, you can't have 2 of these long breaks like that. Just can't do it. Yeah, Bishop Sycamore, man. Long live Bishop Sycamore, because they are they might hold a record now for most mentions on this show, other than maybe Pat McAfee.
I'm trying to think. So
I mean, they've been in the news at least 4 or 5 times now.
I think this is 4. I think John Gruden is the only one that might be mentioned on this show.
He's at least 4.
Yeah. Let's
get into these shitty bowl games.
Yeah. The Bahamas Bowl.
Man.
Middle Tennessee beat Toledo 31-25.
Well, neither one of us saw that coming. You were high on Toledo heading into this game.
Surprisingly.
I was not high on Middle Tennessee because of that awful bad beat that they gave the world a couple years ago, which had 0 impact on whether I should pick them or not. But it had impact on whether I picked them or not. And they did the damn thing against Toledo. Good for them. Bahamas Bowl champions.
Yeah. The Cure Bowl, Coastal Carolina beat Northern Illinois 47-41.
A lot of points.
Yeah. Another game that had a lot of points.
By the way,
yes.
before we move on from Coastal Carolina, did you see that their quarterback Grayson McCall has said he's coming back next year because he pisses teal?
What?
I don't know if what the actual quote was, but that apparently was mentioned. Something about him, but he pisses teal. I don't know.
You should get that checked out.
I hope Coastal Carolina can return to being the absolute covering machine that they were early this season. Like, give me that Coastal back. There was a time I never would have picked against Coastal.
Apparently, because I didn't say this, even though I'm almost positive I did, NHL will be playing through the Olympic break. Jordan, am I crazy?
Yes.
Did I say that?
You said that.
Okay.
I mean, unless I'm crazy too. That could be a possibility. I don't know. Boca Raton Bowl?
Boca Raton Bowl. A lot of points scored in this one. Western Kentucky, 59, App State, 38.
I mean, I do enjoy seeing Appalachian State have bad things happen to them. So that's always good. Western Kentucky has that one quarterback whose name escapes me. Who's breaking all the that guy who's breaking all the records.
Is he a senior?
I don't know. Let's ask the Google machine.
Okay, while you figure that out, I'll keep this rolling. The Celebration Bowl. South Carolina State beat Jackson State 31-10. Jackson State, Dion, your team had some issues here. Whew.
That they did. He is a grad student, so yes.
Okay. The New Mexico Bowl. Fresno State beat UTEP 32-24.
I mean, these are some elite bowl games here. These are the best.
I haven't even gotten to my favorite named one yet.
I think we know which one that is.
The Independence Bowl, UAB beat BYU 31. BYU was...
Who saw that one coming?
BYU was playing good football, and then they weren't playing good football, and now they suck.
BYU is the most inconsistent program, like, ever. Like, I don't know what to make of BYU. They win games they shouldn't. They lose games they shouldn't. I really don't. They make zero sense. This is every year. Every year with BYU.
The
Players.
Oh, go ahead.
Players change, and BYU still does the same stuff.
The
Mormons.
Lending Tree Bowl.
The Lending Tree Bowl.
Liberty. Covered 56-20. This game was
They sure
ugly.
did.
Malik Willis was sitting out the last drive because he was.
Yeah, he had a game in his final little bit of action before, focusing on the draft here and everything. 5 total touchdowns, I believe, for Malik Willis. A couple passing, couple rushing. Crazy day for him. I want the Lions not to touch him with a 75-foot pole.
The Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl presented to you by Stifle. Hell
something. Yeah.
I have no idea what it is. The Utah State somethings beat the Oregon State Beavers 24-13.
I bet on this game.
Why?
For the memes?
Jesus
I don't
Christ. Know. The New Orleans Bowl.
I did not hit that bet.
Nah.
I had Oregon State.
Oops. The New Orleans Bowl, Louisiana 36, Marshall 21. Myrtle Beach Bowl.
Yay.
Tulsa 30, Old Dominion 17.
Double yay.
The world famous Idaho Potato Bowl. They dropped the world part, so it's just the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Wyoming 52, Kent State Golden Flashes in those ugly piss yellow uniforms 38.
Yeah, there was a lot of mustard going on in that game for uni purposes there. Did you see when this game ended, Wyoming's coach got French fries poured on his head?
Moving on. The Frisco Bowl. San Diego State 38, UTSA 24. Oops, I was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we lost all faith in San Diego State after what they did in their conference championship game. But
the Utah State, no less.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
NFL recap time.
I hope the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl comes back next year. That was I did not watch a single second of it. But
I think I watched
it's gotta come back.
2 whole minutes of it.
I heard Jimmy Kimmel was playing the clarinet. That's all I know about that.
Cannot
game.
confirm.
And the result, of course.
I watched 2 whole minutes of it. They're the first 2 minutes of the game.
Wild.
Week 15 NFL recap. Happening on Thursday night. The Kansas City Chiefs beat the LA Chargers 34-28 in overtime because the Chargers didn't want to kick field goals.
Yeah, like literally at what point? Because we keep hearing this every single week when a team does this. Well, the analytics say go for it. Okay, what analytics are we looking at? Because every time I see a team try this, it backfires tremendously. Like John Harbaugh's done it twice. Dan Campbell's tried it. Like the Bills lost to the Titans because they did that.
Yeah.
Like what in the world is going on? It hasn't worked out for any team that I've seen try this. So like, okay, the analytics say go for it. Okay, they won't for long if you keep screwing up like you're screwing up. So hopefully maybe they'll just keep doing it the rest of the year. And then by next season, the analytics will say, don't go for it and just kick the field goal or kick the extra point.
That would be nice. Moving on to some Saturday night NFL football. The Indianapolis Colts.
This week was wild with, postponements and everything. So we had football Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the Saturday games were scheduled, but Yeah, and the Thursday and the Monday, but Tuesday night
I think
football.
we missed a game in here.
Did we?
Yeah, I think you missed one in here.
Which one?
Philadelphia and Washington.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that one.
I honestly don't even know how it ended, so. Because I forgot that game existed.
Not well for the football team, but I'll pull up that score.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, let's just get this one out of the way right now because there's not much to say.
Tuesday night football. Before we get back to Saturday night, Philadelphia won a score over Washington football team.
27-17.
27-17 over Washington football team. Back to Saturday night. The Indianapolis Colts beat the New England Patriots 27-17.
Yikes.
The Indianapolis Colts kind of had a field day.
They did. Jonathan Taylor is rightfully in the MVP conversation. I don't know if he gets it, but I feel like he should. Like, it's very clear that the Colts are not even close to as good as he makes them.
Yeah.
But this run that the Colts have been on is pretty much fueled all by Jonathan Taylor. Like, Carson Wentz is doing okay. He's doing his thing. But, I mean, Jonathan Taylor is absolutely insane. Yeah. I wish the Lions would have taken Jonathan Taylor over DeAndre Swift. I wanted that back in the draft because we watched him at Wisconsin. We knew he was going to be a dude.
And he's a dude. Moving on to some Sunday action. Buffalo 31, Carolina 14. Not much to say here.
Not much of note going on there. Buffalo just doing what Buffalo should do.
The Detroit Lions beat the Arizona Cardinals 30-12. Jordan, do you have anything to say?
Man, oh man.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes. I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay. This game made no sense. Like, it made zero sense to me because all season long I have not watched a game where the Detroit Lions are the best team. They're not the best team. Obviously, Arizona is better, but they were better on this day. And it makes no sense. I have no clue what was wrong with the Arizona Cardinals. Jared Goff actually played pretty well. And Craig Reynolds, who, again, was sitting on his couch in the preseason, was signed by the Lions. And before he even had a practice or got a chance to meet his teammates, he was in a preseason game. Wild stories. Been on the practice squad ever since, but with the injuries and the COVID problems, he's had to see time. And out of the guys that we've been seeing these last couple of weeks with no Swift, no Jamal Williams, Craig Reynolds definitely the most impressive. Jamar Jefferson been all right. I want no part of Godwin Igwebuike on offense ever again. Put him back at safety or corner or whatever the hell else he can play. I don't care to see him ever on offense again. So there's that. But I think just getting what's his name, Josh Reynolds, former LA Rams receiver, getting a guy that Goff is familiar with, I think has done a lot of good things for Jared Goff and the Lions. It's been a wild time. Now, did I really want to win this game and move out of the number 1 draft spot? Because that's what happened. That was inevitable if we won another game, especially with the other 2 and 12 team, whatever they were, the Jags and the Texans. Oh, I almost thought I forgot that game in these notes too.
Nope.
Nope, it's in there.
We'll talk about that one momentarily.
Yeah, moving down in this draft is not good, but at the same time, this draft sucks. And to have the Lions show some actual improvement against a good team in Arizona, I mean, I'll take that. That's solid to me.
So I'm going to say one thing about this game.
Christmas goddamn miracle.
Let's say one thing about this game, then we're going to move on. The Arizona Cardinals might kind of suck.
They might. They have been.
They've been broken since they lost to the Packers.
A little bit.
That's it. Let's
bit.
keep this up.
But at the same time, they should still beat the Detroit Lions. And I love one last quick note about this game is that I love when you go on ESPN and you hear them talking about this game. Oh, the Cardinals, man, they had so many people out, injuries, COVID, man. It's crazy. There's so many players out. Okay, you want to take a look at who the Lions have right now? Like,
I mean, the Cardinals have a lot of people out, but sports media just doesn't want to look at them as frauds right now, which they kind of are.
Well, and they don't want to give the Lions any credit either, because those guys, even though a lot of them aren't usually starters, played pretty damn well, especially defensively in that game. So
the Arizona Cardinals started off 7-0, then they lost to the Packers. They've gone win against the 49ers, lost to the Rams, or lost to the Panthers, win against the Seahawks, win against the Bears.
A couple of those games were without Kyler Murray as well, I remember.
Lost to the Rams, lost to the Lions.
Yeah. Wild. I don't know. Arizona kind of does this a lot. Like literally every time they're good, they make you believe and then they fall flat on their face.
Since starting 7-0, they are 3-4. Like they might just not be good.
They might just not be good.
Let's move on. Miami beat the Jets 31-24.
Miami's on a roll, man. That's 6 in a row.
Yeah.
Miami is on a roll, but they have played the worst teams minus the Lions in the league. Like, they have been playing absolute... Like, they've played the Jets, and they played the Texans, and they played the Jags.
They lost to the Jags.
That's right. Who else did they... What other really bad team is down there? Did they play Atlanta?
Maybe.
I don't know. No, Atlanta's actually decent again. Atlanta kind of got a little hot. But they've been playing literally nobody. So, take it for what you will with the Miami Dolphins.
Keep this rolling. Dallas beat the Giants 21-6. The Giants suck.
Giants are really bad, and notable from this game, this was Giants Fan Appreciation Day, where they did you see this?
No.
You didn't?
I missed this.
You are in for a treat, man. So this was Fan Appreciation Day at MetLife Stadium for Giants season ticket holders.
Oh, boy.
But it was just billed as Fan Appreciation Day, so everybody, is showing up. And you want to know what the big thing was for Fan Appreciation Day?
A foam football.
That would almost be better. I think it probably is better. No, a free medium Pepsi.
Moving on.
No, we're not done here.
Yes, we need to be done.
It gets worse. The season ticket account holder could redeem this. So not everyone with tickets, only one person per account. So if you have 4 or 5 season tickets, you got one medium Pepsi. Now we're done.
Moving on.
God damn.
Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Titans 19-13 in a game that Pittsburgh really needed.
Yeah, they needed it, and I needed it for backdoor cover purposes because even though we didn't do a show last week, it was my lock of the week. Titans -1. And you know what the Titans did? They went out and met on the team logo and lost. And spectacularly kerfucked. Thank you, Titans. That's...
I mean, if it makes you feel any better.
I know your lock didn't hit either.
Because I need Jonathan Taylor to score one more touch.
But good Lord above. What do I have to do?
Let's keep this rolling. In the nobody cares game, I was wrong about this. Houston beat Jacksonville 30-16. Jacksonville's bad.
Jacksonville's really, really bad.
Trevor Lawrence isn't good right now.
Nah, he'll be fine eventually, but right now he is not not very good. They need whoever they hire for the next coach, like, needs to be an offensive quarterback guy. He needs a Sean McVay type of dude. I think so. I mean, at least at this point in his career. But yeah, Jacksonville now has the number 1 pick because of their futility.
That's it.
They're putrid.
They're bad. Urban Meyer, no Urban Meyer. They're terrible.
Yeah, Urban Meyer getting fired. And I said this to you when this news broke. It said him getting fired has nothing to do with their record. Maybe like 1%.
Yeah.
Because I guess if you're winning, you take all of this and you're just like, oh well.
Yeah.
But
team's bad.
They are really terrible.
Cincinnati beat Denver 15-10. All I gotta say about this game is sometimes you gotta win games like this. I'm gonna sound Cade McNamara-esque, and I'm gonna say this knowing that risk.
Oh no.
The Bengals don't win games like this usually. In the past, the Bengals don't win games like this.
I mean, when Cade said it, it was true, and that's pretty damn true about the Bengals.
Keep rolling. San Francisco is on a tear. They beat Atlanta 31-13.
Yeah, they're on a tear, all right. Tear, believe it, still continuing tonight.
Possible.
Not good.
Green Bay beat Baltimore 31-30 after a collapse by the Green Bay defense, and then John Harbaugh decided he wanted to be stupid.
I have zero idea why we're doing this, but we've already been over the whole analytics thing literally like 5 minutes ago. So I don't understand it. Just kick field goals, kick extra points, please.
Continuing. Taysom Hill and the New Orleans Saints beat Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 9-0.
I love how you didn't even. Oh no, I made these notes. I didn't even bother to put a 0 by Tampa Bay.
I was like, you made the notes.
I just have New Orleans 9, Tampa Bay, and that's it. There's no 0. There's no nothing. Tampa Bay's.
This game sucked. The Buccaneers were out in terms of defense. Like, the Tampa Bay defense couldn't really get off the field, but New Orleans couldn't score.
I thought you would like this game simply because it was very defensive.
I mean,
I guess
it was defensive in a way,
but at the same time, it was just offensive futility.
Yeah, like Tampa's defense could not get off the field, but at the same time,
which sounds crazy. It's saying that in the 9-0 game, but that really is how it felt.
Like, Tampa's defense couldn't get off the field, but New Orleans couldn't score. Like the Saints,
I end up with a 9-0 game. I'll tell you that.
The Saints had ample opportunity to break this open. It's just drop pass, miscommunication, dumb penalty, like little stuff like that. The interim head coach, because Sean Payton was at home with COVID, making a decision that wasn't great, possibly. Like, fucking Tampa punted 12 times. Like, it was just, this game was not good.
Tampa punted so many times. At one point, I think, like, I don't even remember how many times it was. They said it at one point, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Let's keep rolling.
I have to look it up now. Keep it rolling, but I want to know.
Las Vegas, Monday night game. This was rescheduled from Saturday. Las Vegas beat the Cleveland Browns 16-14.
8 Bradley Pinion punts.
8, okay. So I exaggerated a little bit. No Baker Mayfield, problems for Cleveland. That's really it.
Yeah, that's... I would imagine that's not how Vegas drew that one up, but
yeah.
Last second field goal got the job done. Raiders are 500.
Is this score? Is this next score right?
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Jesus, this game sucked.
Wasn't this the halftime score?
Fucking, I don't know, but this game looks like it sucked. I didn't watch this game. Yeah, that was.
was not the halftime score. 10-3 at halftime. And then, 17-9 final.
Minnesota beat Chicago 17-9. This game looked like it sucked. I didn't watch it.
Oh, and actually, the touchdown that was scored in this game was scored with 0 seconds to go in the game. So that's why there was no extra point.
The Justin Fields touchdown was scored with
zeros on the clock.
That's a bad. That could be a bad beat.
I don't remember what the spread was though.
I
feel like it might have been. I think it might have been.
Whew.
I'm curious
picked
now.
Chicago in this game, so
I don't remember what I did. Let's see here. Week 15. I'm gonna look this up.
And lastly, we already covered one Tuesday night game. The final Tuesday night game rescheduled from Sunday. The LA Rams beat the very futile Seattle Seahawks 20-10. And that is the NFL recap. It is time for the picks.
Really quickly, this spread was wild last week. It opened at 3.5 and then closed at -7 for Minnesota.
Huh.
So they did indeed cover, but if they would have kicked the extra point, you could have at least pushed. So I guess it's a bad beat in itself. Kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Anyway.
The NCAA picks, Jordan has his first lead in a long time. I'm at 118 and 107. Jordan's at 119, 106.
Yeah, I don't know how. That has... So I screwed up a little bit with these, but I'll tell you when we get to it. It's not good. Let's see.
Start with the Gasparilla Bowl that's already in progress.
Where are you? There we go. Yes, Gasparilla Bowl. Yeah, I screwed up here. I didn't make a pick.
Oh.
but I would have taken Florida.
I took UCF.
Yeah, that's looking good so far.
Let's move on.
That's an L for me, just automatically.
Ouch.
I kind of forgot there was a bowl game that started. So before I left my house, I was like, do I have to make any picks before, I get on the road? I was like, no, I don't think so. And then, of course, I did.
Oopsies.
Because when I got here, that's the first thing I did was check the picks. And I was like, damn it, this game already started. Shit. But I would have taken Florida anyway, so it looks like it wouldn't have been a good time for me. The Hawaii Bowl. Memphis is -4.5 against Hawaii. Does that happen often?
I don't really know.
Home game for Hawaii, basically. 66% of the people are on Memphis.
Some people say I'm a man of the people, and in this case, they're wrong. I'm going Hawaii. Oh. It is difficult to travel to Hawaii.
Especially over there, but...
So give me the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors at +4.5. Yep. Might not win, but cover.
Taking the Bows. I am not. Give me Memphis.
Okay.
The Camellia Bowl?
Yep.
I wish you would tell me where these are played. The Camellia Bowl between Georgia State and Ball State. Georgia State -3.5.
This is the Texac Camellia Bowl.
Jesus.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Fitting.
Ball State sucks balls. Give me Georgia State.
I don't even have to bring the people up there. People are with you, and they are with me because I can't pick Ball State. I don't think I've ever done it.
I don't think I've picked Ball State this year.
The Quick Lane Bowl. Western Michigan getting 6.5 against Nevada. Isn't the Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit?
Yep, Ford Field.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Who you got?
First off, I'm going to go out and say this. If you're a team like Western Michigan or Central Michigan or Eastern Michigan, and you're traveling to the Quick Lane Bowl or whatever it has been called in its life.
Little Caesars Pizza Bowl.
Little Caesars Bowl, yeah, that sucks. The Motor City Bowl, that sucks. It's terrible. Give me Nevada, though, here. -6.5.
Oh, no.
Like, if you're Western Michigan, how can you get motivated for this game?
Fair enough. You're not going anywhere. I don't want to do it.
Monday the 27th at 11 a.m.
Oh, God. Why? Who's watching this game at 11 a.m. on a Monday? I mean, I might, to be fair. No, I won't. Who are we kidding? I'm going to go with my gut on this one and take Western Michigan. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I will at least take the points here.
Okay.
The Military Bowl, Monday at 2:30. Goodness. Boston College -2.5 against East Carolina.
At one point, I picked Boston College to do things. They've let me down a couple times this year. Give me East Carolina.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on this. I don't know why Boston College is favored, to be honest.
I don't have answers.
I have no clue, but I will take East Carolina. The Birmingham Bowl, number 20 Houston, getting 1.5 against 6-6 Auburn. What in the hell?
Auburn's terrible.
What is this?
Auburn's terrible. Give me Houston.
I can't believe the people are kind of split on this one. This makes zero sense to me. I mean, Auburn's terrible, but but they did almost beat Alabama. And Houston did not almost beat Cincinnati. I really don't want to do. Give me Auburn. I mean, that's either going to be phenomenal or that's going to be a spectacular faceplant. But I am going to take 6-6 Auburn, even though it makes no sense, and I literally just explained reasons why you shouldn't do that. But here we are. The First Responder Bowl, Air Force getting 1.5 against Louisville.
Give me the Service Academy. Give me Air Force. The Serve Pro First Responder Bowl in Dallas, Texas.
That damn triple option offense is a pain in the ass for teams that don't see it very often, which is basically everybody. But especially Louisville, because I don't think they see it very often. I will take Air Force and that silly offense. We still so many bowl games next Tuesday. Goodness gracious. The Liberty Bowl, Mississippi State -9.5 against Texas Tech. People relatively split on this one. Mississippi State has 53% of them.
Give me Mississippi State and Mike Leach.
Yeah.
10 points isn't really a lot. These teams are not great. Mississippi State plays some tougher competition. So I'm leading Mississippi State 10 at -9.5.
That's some more points than I want to give up, but I'm going to do it because I have zero faith in Texas Tech. The Holiday Bowl, UCLA getting 3.5 against number 18 NC State. I didn't know NC State was ranked.
This game is going to be ass. I don't usually pick teams in the ass conference, but I've watched UCLA a little bit this year, and at points, they've left me unimpressed.
There is no faith from the people in UCLA.
Yeah, some people say I'm a man of the people, and they're right in this case. Give me North Carolina State.
I am going to go with a ranked 9-3 team versus an unranked 8-4 team. I've watched a little bit of UCLA. I don't think I've watched NC State all year. So that's pretty much all I got for making.
I've watched a little bit of NC State. They beat Clemson.
Oh,
not this year. And our last bowl game for this week's set of picks.
We should we do the first Wednesday one? Just because it's at 11 a.m.
First 3 Wednesday ones, because 11, 12:15, 5:45.
Fuck it. We'll wait till next week.
Okay.
we'll do that. The final game for this week then, West Virginia getting 6.5 against Minnesota in the most depressing bowl game of all, the Guaranteed Rate Bowl.
At Chase Field in Arizona, so not even at Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago.
Why?
No clue.
Can we just not play this one?
Give me West Virginia.
Hey, give me the boat, man. I'm taking PJ Fleck.
The boats let me down too many times this year.
Yes, they have. Yes.
West Virginia, the 2 times I've had to pick West Virginia has not let me down.
I don't remember what I did with West Virginia, but I'm not taking them this time.
Let me down. And those are your NCAA picks.
I'm going to take the boat, man.
Rolling on.
Those are the NCAA picks, the NFL picks, another full NFL slate.
Jordan and I are tied.
Yes, we are. I had a pretty decent week. 11-5 could have been better.
I did not have a great week.
Had the Titans not tightened.
Right. We are at 120 and 104 apiece. Let's roll.
Yes. Thursday night football.
Tonight.
This game is at halftime. It's 10-0 San Francisco. It's making my pick look a little bit crazy. Who did you take? Titans were getting 3.5.
I took San Francisco.
Well, shit. I took Tennessee. I don't know why. They've done it to me too many times lately. But I did it anyway. But that's probably an L. Cleveland Browns travel into Lambeau Field to take on the 11-3 Packers. This is one of the biggest differences in people that we have seen. 81% of the people are on Packers minus 7.5.
Give me the Packers.
I can't pick the Browns.
I can't.
Cannot do it. Two teams going in opposite directions here. We got the Colts at 8-6, who are red hot, and the Cardinals at 10-4, who are ice cold and just lost to the Lions. Yet this game is a pick'em.
Go.
I mean, what?
The Arizona Cardinals have one of the worst run defenses in the NFL.
What do the Colts do well?
The Colts run the ball really well. My lock of the week, since we're not going to have backdoor cover, is Jonathan Taylor to score a touchdown and the Colts to win. So I'm taking the Colts.
I don't know what my lock of the week is quite yet, but we'll see. Might have NBA Christmas Day on for something. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to try something out of the box. And the NBA for me is just that.
Jordan will tweet those out on the House Divided podcast account tomorrow.
Yeah, at some point, yes. I also have the Colts. How can you pick the Cardinals after what they just did in Detroit? Like, for real. That's terrible. 8-6 v 8-6. Ravens at Bengals. Bengals minus 2.5.
Oh boy.
What do you do?
I can't believe I'm saying this.
You're gonna pick the Bengals.
I'm starting to have faith in this Bengals team.
Oh no.
Which is scary. Give me the Bengals here. They might not do anything in the playoffs. Admittedly, I'll say it. They might not do anything in the playoffs. But this AFC North is just bad this year.
It's pretty bad.
Remember episode 2 when we did the NFL preview? And we thought the AFC North was going to be really good. And it's a wet fart.
It has been a hand fart.
The Bengals are the best team in the AFC North right now. Give me the Bengals on Sunday. And John Harbaugh just seems to be a fucking moron right now. Can't forget that.
Well, picking the Ravens.
Fair.
Only because of what they did against Green Bay. They came back. They honestly should have either won that game or gone to overtime or something. They came back and did that. Lamar Jackson's still questionable, which does scare me, but they scored points without him.
Tyler Huntley looked good.
Yes, he did. So I will take the Ravens. Even though I have been hot on the Bengals, and I'm not even getting a lot of points with the Ravens, only 2.5. So I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. Oh boy. Buffalo Bills. Bills Mafia travels to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. Patriots minus 2.5, even after the loss to the Colts last week.
Give me Matthew Judon and the Patriots. And Bill Belichick at home. I can't take the Bills right now.
Exactly. It's a home game. And, Bill Belichick's a genius.
At 2.5 especially.
Yeah, no, you're not giving me enough to take Buffalo. I do think New England wins this game. Patriots for me as well. The now 2-11-1 Detroit Football Lions travel to take on the 6-8 Atlanta Falcons. Falcons giving 6.5 here.
I'm conflicted on this game.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I pick Detroit to do something good, they lay a fucking egg. 2 weeks ago, I picked them to do something good against Denver. They shit the bed.
Well, to be fair, we picked them before all the COVID nonsense happened.
That is true.
And the COVID and that wasn't even there were a couple of players on the COVID list. A lot of that was just a flu.
Yeah, that is
and
true.
Injuries.
Last week, I picked them to suck ass against the Cardinals, and they beat them. I'm going with Detroit right now, even though I don't know if I should.
So what you're telling me is I should not pick the Lions because you are cursed when it comes to picking the Lions.
I guess so.
I'm gonna take the Lions anyway. You're just giving me way too many points with the Lions week after week, and I know their record in the last 5 against the spread isn't very good, 2-3, but it's been pretty solid all year long. Early on in the
their last 5 against the spread, 2-3. They're both 2 of them are wins.
Right out of nowhere. I mean, they haven't been a favorite in any game this year, and rightfully so. So I thought this would be a closer spread. So they're giving me more points than I expected. Give me the Lions. This game. Who wants this? Jags, Jets minus 2.5.
I can't take the Jags.
I am now
Give me New
York. Last week I could not. When we did the picks, we didn't know Urban Meyer was fired yet, so it was a controversy game. It wasn't a interim head coach game yet, but then it was an interim head coach game. Well, it didn't work out. You had conflicting things. Now this is just an interim head coach game. You pick the interim head coach. I am going with the Jags. I hope they win, because if they win and the Lions lose, we're back in that number 1 draft pick spot.
Give me the Jets. But we see a fun thing for the 4th time in the Super Bowl era in the NFL with this game.
Yeah.
And this is the only reason these tickets aren't priced lower than they are. We get to see the number 1 and number 2 overall quarterback play against each other. The number 2 quarterback, the second taken quarterback, number 2 overall quarterback, is won the last 4, I believe.
Okay.
I believe has won all 4, or this will be the 5th time. I believe they're 3-1, something like that. I saw this on ESPN or something earlier today. So give me New York either way. Just the Jags are so fucking terrible. Trevor Lawrence has thrown 2 touchdowns since fucking October 31st.
I believe in Darrell Bevel. Give me the 2-12 Jags. Chargers and the Texans. Who cares? Texans are getting 9.5.
Yikes! This game's boring. If you have $14 and you're in the Houston area, this game's at least worth watching because that Chargers team is solid.
Yep.
I think they are fun to watch. Give me the Chargers here. Please, for the love of God, kick a field goal, though, at some point. Just kick a field goal at some point.
Brandon Staley has just been killing me all year with those. But I am taking the Chargers as well.
Houston's terrible.
They're really bad. The other LA team, the Rams, 10-4, They are on the road. They travel to US Bank Stadium to take on the Vikings, and the Vikings are getting 2.5. Why is this so close?
I have zero idea. Give me the Rams.
That's like, is this some sort of Matthew Stafford versus an NFC North team thing? I don't know what's going on. Give me the Rams. That's an easy one. We are still in the 1:00 slate. Good Lord above.
God.
The Giants, they're terrible. They're getting a lot of 9.5 spreads this week. A lot of big spreads. Giants getting 9.5 against the Eagles.
Give me Philadelphia. Daniel Jones might not be playing this game.
Even if he is, it won't help. Because
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is also bad, just like whoever their backup is. I will take Philly. That's an easy one. One that might not be so easy after what these Tampa Bay Buccaneers did last week. They're on the road. They take on the Carolina Panthers. And the Panthers are getting 10.5.
I can't pick the Panthers here. Give me Tampa. I can't.
I can't either, but I really remember what I said last week about the Saints Bucks game, that I thought that it was going to be backdoor cover city. It wasn't. The Saints just went and kicked some ass.
Yeah. They didn't come through the back door. They just kicked the front door down at 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's basically how it went. I could see the backdoor cover hitting here as well, but I'm still going to go with the Bucks because I have zero faith in Cam Newton right now with the Carolina Panthers. This could also be classified as a who cares bowl, honestly. The 4-10 Bears getting 6.5 against the 5-9 Seahawks.
Give me the Bears here.
What?
Give me Chicago. This game's
Why
gonna
are you
suck.
doing this to yourself?
I have faith. It's Justin Fields has been showing that he is getting better.
Yes.
The Seattle Seahawks, as a team, have been showing that they just suck.
Yeah, that whole team, I think, is going to get blown up here at season's end. Russell Wilson's going to go somewhere else. Pete Carroll might get fired.
Now, do I believe the Bears win? Maybe not, but I think they cover.
All right, fair enough. Score update in San Francisco, Tennessee. Tennessee has kicked a field goal, which does not help. Does not help my cause.
Oh, Chargers!
But I do like that they kicked the field goal. Thank you for that, Mike Vrabel. Thank you. How long was it? 38-yard field goal. You know. Give me the Seahawks on that last game. Broncos and Raiders. This spread's close, but these two teams both have 7-7 records. Raiders only giving 1.5.
I can't believe I'm doing this to myself. Give me the Raiders.
Oh, well, yeah, we're on the same page. Broncos are really, I don't know what to make of them. Their best game lately was against the Lions, and we all know what that Lions team was. So, literally the full practice squad emptied onto that roster. So I'll take the Raiders. I don't have faith in either of these teams, but you're not giving me enough points to pick Denver. So I'm just going to go with a home team here. Steelers in a game they need but probably won't get. They're on the road, and they travel to Arrowhead Stadium to take on the Chiefs. Chiefs minus 9.5.
Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs are now 6-0 in their last 6 games against the spread. So do with that what you will. Chiefs feels like the easy one, so I will go KC as well. Oh, the football team. We were doing so well, and then we weren't. They are getting 10.5 on the road in Jerry World to take on the Cowboys.
If this was a road game, I would take Washington. Or if this was a home game for Washington, I would take Washington. It's a home game for Dallas. Give me Dallas.
How dare you? Not picking the Taylor, the GOAT, Heineke? The hell is wrong with you?
Last time they played Washington, they didn't cover the spread either. Washington didn't cover either. So
no, they did not. God, it's a lot of points. Yeah, I got to take Washington. Give me the football team.
Fair.
I'm back on the wagon, man. This legitimately could be right in through the back door, right in your face. And then why is that Sunday Night Football as well? I mean, I guess it's sort of an important game, but eek. And Dallas hasn't really looked very good lately. So, yeah, football team. Why not? 10.5, a lot of points. And then Monday Night Football. This game could be crap. The Miami Dolphins, who have won 6 straight, taking on the New Orleans Saints, who just shut out Tom Brady and the Bucs. What in the world is this?
3.5 point spread.
Yeah.
For some
why
reason,
is this on Sunday Night Football?
Monday night?
Or Monday Night Football.
I flipped a coin. I spun a wheel here for this game.
Oh, boy.
The wheel is 0-1 because I spun the wheel last week and it came up Patriots. Oops.
R.I.P.
The wheel gave me New Orleans. So I'm going New Orleans. Like, I just don't know who to pick in this game.
No, I don't either.
So give me the home team.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
I mean, it's fair.
And there's really no rhyme or reason. I just don't know what to do here. And I guess we might as well pick different teams for some of these games. So
Fair enough.
That's it. Give me Miami. Those are the picks.
So those are your picks. Time for championship of the week.
Indeed.
Who's your champ?
My champ of the week is... I really don't know, to be honest.
Okay, well, I got I got a co-champ of the week.
Okay.
Number 1, and golf media is gonna hate me.
Uh-oh.
Or, well, people of golf media are going to hate me. And, well, that's not my problem.
No.
Tiger Woods had that horrific car accident.
Indeed, he did.
Back in February. And he was able to play golf with his son this past weekend. He was able to walk and play golf with his son this past weekend. So he is one of my champs of the week. My other champ of the week, John Daly, who recently beat bladder cancer. He needed to have surgery last year, at the tail end of last year. Him and his son went out and won the tournament. And that's just the fact that he's able to be out there. He has bladder cancer. He had surgery to remove the cancer. He's at 90% chance of relapse, and he's still out there doing it.
Oh yeah.
Went out and won with his son on Sunday.
That's awesome. Very well deserved champ of the week right there.
So that's my co-champ of the week.
All right. I guess my champ of the week is the Lions, I guess. Like, it's like they didn't just luck into a win like they kind of did the first time around. Like, they just played better than Arizona all day long, which was really confusing. It makes zero sense even days after. So I guess, yeah, the Lions, Dan Campbell, win number 2 in the year. I hope that's all we get, though.
Fair enough.
Don't give me any more.
Okay, so
no
now
more wins.
Now it is time to flip to the other side.
The bad stuff.
Chump of the week. Mine's pretty easy.
Yeah?
Yep. A couple days ago, actually, by a couple days ago, I believe I mean Wednesday, Army played Missouri. Army beat Missouri on a last-minute field goal.
Uh-oh.
Well, last few seconds field goal. Army kicked a 41-yard field goal to win the game, win their bowl game, the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl against Missouri. In comes Barstool Ohio State.
Oh, no.
With nice showing from the SEC, losing to a school that has run the same offense since the 1900s.
Uh-huh.
At what point are we just going to stop shitting on the fucking service academies for beating Power 5 schools? Like,
I don't know. I've never understood that.
They
I don't
go out
get
and
why
beat a
people
Power
do
5
that.
school, and like Army's won 9 games this year.
They've been pretty solid all year long.
Like, they scored 50 something against Wake Forest. At a score update, the Tennessee Titans are tied 10-10
They are.
now.
I saw that.
Like, at what point are we gonna stop shitting? Like, just at what point are we going to stop looking down at the service academies? It needs to fucking stop.
Yes.
It needs to fucking stop. This is the fact that anything run by Barstool instantly a Trump, and the fact that it's the Barstool Ohio State account just come on.
Go figure.
Fucking be better, Barstool. In anything ran by Barstool. Oh wait, you fucking can't.
They really can't. My chump of the week rather. And this might be the last time I'm able to do this. So I got to do it now because this might not ever happen again. Because this man might never have a job again, and that is Urban Meyer.
Fair enough.
Just for the conglomeration of everything that's gone on this year. I mean, the Jags weren't functional by any means before he got there, but they definitely weren't this dysfunctional. Like, that has to be the worst just flaming out of an NFL coach I've ever seen and that might ever exist. Like,
Fair. That is a fair statement.
I don't like even Bobby Petrino, who like made it through the full season. Like, good Lord above. But yeah, Urban, good riddance to you. Somebody's probably gonna give him a job, honestly.
Yeah. Before
whether it be on TV or some college says he's gonna be employed again.
Before we move on to one for the road, Sergeant Martin 705, to answer your question, when I first moved here, Jordan is one of the first people I met in school. So
that sounds like an accurate statement.
That's kind of how we've known each other and how this show exists. One for the road.
Pretty much. One for the road. Should I go with mine first?
I would say I already have mine, but you go with yours.
All right. Obviously, it is Monday at 8 p.m. The Miz and Maurice on Monday Night Raw are renewing their wedding vows. I can't even keep a straight face.
I'm trying not to laugh.
That's literally happening on Raw this week, and I don't want any part of that. Like, that's ridiculous.
That's not your one for the road.
That's not my one for the road. It is not NBA Christmas Day, NFL Christmas Day, because I think the NFL on Christmas Day is way better than the NBA.
Yes.
got some intriguing games. See if the Browns can find a way to do something against the Packers. I doubt it, but we don't know. And the Colts, obviously, Jonathan Taylor, one of the hottest players in the NFL right now. So, and the Arizona Cardinals, their opponent in that game, they need it bad. So that one's going to be interesting at the very least. So, I am noticing just now that Colts Cardinals is only on NFL Network. Interesting.
My one for the road.
I think I got NFL Network over here. I don't know.
I'm gonna do a 2 for the road because you kind of took my 1 for the road.
All right, fair enough.
My original 1 for the road was gonna be ESPN. Shut the hell up with your stupid ads, Jesus. Because I wanted to make sure I got the time of this game right. 8:15 Christmas Day. You hopefully should be done with everything, all your family obligations for the day for Colts Cardinals. That game's gonna be fun, I think. Colts,
I sure hope I will be.
Cardinals need this game bad, and the Colts are really good. My second, though, Sunday, December 26th, some AFC North action in Cincinnati, Ohio. The Baltimore Ravens travel to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. That could go a long way to deciding who wins the AFC North.
Definitely could.
And that
I can't believe that Ravens are even in this spot based on some of the things that they've done this year.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the show.
It is indeed.
Very short show today.
Our shortest of the season.
Yeah. Before we wrap up, all I'm gonna say is everyone have a good Christmas. Actually, no. Before we wrap up, Jordan.
Yes.
Favorite Christmas song and Christmas movie?
Oh boy. I don't know if this counts for Christmas song, but hold on. I gotta remember what fucking version it is. Let me hold, please. Christmas movie is either National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, the Jim Carrey version of The Grinch.
Okay.
Or the old school animated thing, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's a good one.
Yep, those are all solid.
I like that one. And the Dean Martin version of Let It Snow, if that counts as a Christmas song, that would probably be mine.
Solid. That's solid. So, for those of you who do not know, well, I'll get into this, I guess, Sergeant Martin 705. I originally am from Florida. I grew up in South Florida. My parents are both from Ohio, which is why I'm an Ohio State fan. My favorite Christmas song is Bing Crosby's White Christmas.
So we both went very old school on that.
Because, well,
interesting.
In Florida, we didn't have snow. And it was one of those things that for the majority of my childhood, I did always want snow for Christmas because it would have been nice. And moving here, it's actually disappointing that it is possible that this year we might not have any here in Michigan.
Yeah, it's looking pretty suspect down here. So it's snowing.
Up here.
Obviously, I'm down.
Yeah,
here.
I would say up here it is snowing.
I'm 2 hours south at the moment.
Yep.
At least fucking till Sunday, something like that. It is snowing right now. It's snowing on the way over here. And now I think it's still snowing. I can't see out the window. But then tomorrow it's gonna be 41 degrees.
That's crazy.
So goodbye to all that snow.
Favorite Christmas movies? I could go with a toss-up. Die Hard is obviously the best Christmas movie of all time.
Stop.
So we'll start there.
No.
I could
Die
go
Hard
with Bing.
No. Die Hard's not a Christmas movie.
It is very much a Christmas movie. Just because it was released in July does not mean it wasn't a Christmas movie.
It's not a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie with a little bit of killing on the side.
God damn it.
But we'll keep moving on. Bing Crosby's White Christmas. Bing Crosby's White Christmas is another one that I do. Is an old school movie that I love. Christmas Vacation is good.
Dinner's full.
I am not so much on some of the newer stuff like Elf or even Christmas Story.
No, I'm not a big fan of Elf either, or Christmas. No. I don't even personally like Home Alone, but that's because Macaulay Culkin freaks me out.
Yeah, not a big fan of Home Alone. It's not bad.
There are worse ones.
Yes. Sure. The original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is solid.
Yes.
So those are, if we're going strict Christmas movies that have no action in the side, I would say White Christmas with Bing Crosby and God, the other actor's name is escaping me right now.
Oh, the Santa Claus 1 and 3, not the second one.
Fair.
With Tim Allen.
So, oh God. So, yeah. Moving on to wrap up the show finally. Everybody, we have one more show here in 2021. Thank you for making us a part of your Wednesday or Thursday evening night. Have a wonderful Christmas. True one for the road should be spend some time with your families on Christmas and your family and friends on Christmas. It's a crazy world we're living in right now. So if you have the chance to just take a step back and slow down, take it.
For sure.
So, any final parting notes before Christmas, Jordan?
Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all that stuff. Oh wait, Happy Holidays. We'll say that.
If you're not Dan Snyder, or if you are Dan Snyder, don't have a Merry Christmas. Fuck Dan Snyder.
Fuck Dan Snyder, indeed. No, I think that's about it. Just gonna chill out here, chill out with family the next couple days, and then I'll be ready to go back home.
Fair enough. Alrighty, everybody, have a Merry Christmas. We will see you all next week. Peace out. Jordan will tweet out the locks of the week tomorrow. Maybe.
Yeah, whenever I decide what mine is.
Perfect. Alrighty, peace out. Stay classy, everyone. We'll see you next week. See ya.
Pew.